Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Random Talk podcast. And today we'll be discussing the questions and the topics that you guys gave.
We
So,
got
yeah, there was so many. Yeah, there's so many.
yes.
I don't know what we're going to talk about, but let's
Yeah.
see. Akash told
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to talk about.
There's been, I selected five because I know that we can go on talking about things. I feel like selecting five is a good number because I feel like
We'll
we
be
can speak about
digressing.
this.
We'll be digressing
Yeah,
with anime in between for some reason.
that's why
Like we'll
there
just go.
someone asked about anime. I'm like, aren't you tired of us listening to anime? We'll do one in the
Yeah.
future. So yeah, I guess we can start with the topic which I know Yashiv is very passionate about. So
All of us are.
people want us to talk about engineering life, and how
Degree.
so yeah,
Or even
degree
degree,
slash
no?
engineering life. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
because I didn't do engineering.
yeah, and I didn't do it
Yeah.
too. I didn't even go to the stream.
You guys are playing life in easy mode. That's all I'll say. I can't be asked.
Yeah,
Uh,
but at least you will be employed, but not us.
Nah, what do
Yeah,
you mean will be employed?
the Bala
Also,
seems
Bala.
why is your camera quality so good? Shut up, you look like a supermodel.
Hey,
Kim. Oh
Oof,
no.
Bala.
Yeah.
Bala.
Only good thing he's
Bala
heard
got
in 7 years.
don't cut that. I need fans. Don't cut that.
fans.
Everybody watching, please go follow at
White to be.
at Yashiv Y2B.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, coming
You can
back to
also follow his main account, not Akash. That's his.
nah. That's therefore Akash only. No, it's not Akash. But yeah.
Okay, I think we need to start
Huh.
talking about the
Yeah,
topics rather
Bala.
than the shit.
Okay. So yeah, PK and I are playing hard mode, and
Yeah.
I think like even now that we are in fourth year, it's the same shit
Peace.
going on. Like just
Bro.
yesterday, I had to clear up something regarding attendance and shit. What about you, PK?
Well, every day is a war for me. I mean, as Bala told, we are playing the life on a hard mode. I think between me and Bala, I'm playing it at extreme level because of the difference in like college and the
Hey, we are
environment
supposed
and
to be
the.
one community, man. Let's not make
Yeah,
caste.
actually true. Yeah, actually true.
I'm more
Okay,
Yeah,
like
let's not
TikTokers
get there.
back in the day.
Yeah, let's not get there. Let's not. Yeah, true. So yeah, what Bala told is very true. Like it's so horrible. Every day you have to like figure out shit. Like even when we want to chill, like meet up and shit, there is no guarantee of me turning up. It's always at the last minute, like seeing whether the schedule is free or not, whether something will come up from my college. So there is no peace, guys. So if you're choosing engineering, be sure whether you really want to do it, or
Or else you end
you'll
up
just
like
I
this.
think I think even
or
if
you'll
you
end
really
up.
want to do it, it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, it'll be. I wouldn't say horrible, but it'll be really tough because horrible would be for someone like me who's not interested. So that's
Yeah.
another. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
be careful, guys. Please. I mean,
Therapy.
everyone would
guys.
have to do this.
You know what? Even if you're sure, don't take it. I was sure, I wanted to do engineering and
Yeah.
that too mechanical, knowing its consequences. But yeah, even if you're
Knowing that
sure,
you'll
don't do it.
probably end up alone.
Huh?
Which he is,
Knowing
no?
that you'll probably end up
Yeah,
alone
we
for the
really
first
need
Which
people
he
to
is.
5
follow at
days.
Yashiv Y2B.
Guys, these guys are not my friends, guys. I'm just here.
I'm telling
I'm
people
very
to
alone.
constantly follow your ad a decade. This is how you treat me.
But yeah, there's no time to chill. Just day before yesterday, me and Akash were about to play basketball. But yeah, a
Oh,
message came from
this is the
HOD.
funniest thing, by the way. First of all, he was supposed to turn up and then he came 15 minutes late because he was deciding whether to come or not. He comes, he gives me the ball, And then he's like, you know what, this guy is not picking up the call. I gotta go. And me and Bala stay somewhat closer, and he had to travel so far back again just to go to the college, go home, go back to
Oh
college.
yeah,
And
I
Yeah,
can't wear
so
shorts to my
far.
college. I
yeah,
can't wear shorts to my
Dude, you
college,
can't
so I
wear
had to
shorts
go
to
back.
any
yeah.
college, okay? So you can't complain.
Yeah,
Shut up.
okay, fine.
I don't know why I chumma
What are
parle.
shorts, Bala? What are shorts? We don't know that. We don't have a personality. We don't have a life.
Yeah.
We don't have
What is clothing?
individuality.
What is
What is
clothing?
what is fashion sense? Or we have no idea about that.
PK, do you like as soon as you put Kyrie Irving in the background, is it necessary to start questioning anything and everything?
Okay, I'm just seeing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like there's a flip side to like engineering. I did like a basic degree, and I'll be honest, I wish I had done engineering even though it was like so much more tougher because in the end it would help you like find better jobs and stuff like that.
Also, mental trauma. It would help you in, for sure.
But money
It's,
is what matters, okay?
I mean,
Okay,
Oh,
AJ being
Lana Del Rey.
capitalistic.
you would have to give
Money.
up a part of your life for that.
A part of your
But
soul
If
is
you're
what I
willing
would say.
to, yeah, soul,
Soul.
yeah, my bad. Not life, it's soul.
Again, Kyrie.
Kyrie. The
I guess
body
money
and the
is just
soul.
noise for me.
I
Money
was
is
Yeah,
not
you.
everything.
mine is
So
a
I would sell
very
my soul. No
mine
problem.
is mine is a very baby
Money
basic
equals
degree.
soul.
Does not mean I will do.
Okay, please cut
You
that
bought
waste.
that on
Please.
yourself. You bought that on
Yeah,
yourself. We'll move.
please. Yeah,
Sure,
we'll
sure,
move on.
sure.
Yeah, Akash,
Guys,
you were saying.
this is a late night recording. Please, I will beep the
Yeah.
word out, but just letting everyone know. Yeah, so as I said, I have done a very baby basic degree, but obviously my career path is different. I just needed a degree. Plus, I guess like I learned subjects which I wanted to learn, especially because of the specialization subjects or whatever. With choosing a degree, I'd say just please listen to yourself because you start doing the degree and then 3 months in, you're blaming everyone. So if there's a time to pick a fight with your parents in case they don't agree, I think this is the time to pick a fight. I'm not warranting any behavior like this, but you really have to do something you're interested in because then you're wasting just years together now, especially with NEP. Even a basic degree like BCom is now 4 years, and I don't know how BCom you can study anything for 4 years. If you ask me, it's an 8 month degree. And so I just
Study,
finished
like,
in the
what
same.
are
Wow.
you studying is my doubt. Like, is there really
Uh,
anything to study? Is the
See,
In,
question.
in
there
Akash
is
college, is literally the most chill. Like they'll be like, "Oh, tomorrow exam. Oh no, we'll postpone it for 5 months later," and they just
no,
postpone
no,
the
no, no, no.
answers.
They never do tomorrow exam. They'll be like exam in 2 weeks, and then it's like a warming is like a warming thing for us. And
Yeah.
then like when there's 3 days left, they're like, yeah, 2 weeks more. Peace out, my friends. And they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'll chill
just so
for another.
random. And this guy is like, you ask Akash what he's doing, 99% it's either I'm playing NBA or it's like
Yeah.
I'm going out to
NBA.
play basketball with my friends, or it's just like, yeah, I'm like, when have you used the word studying is my question, or
I
maybe
don't. I
his college
don't.
was too chill.
I don't
I don't
Yeah.
know,
study.
it was barely a college, it was Karan Johar's
Yeah.
move,
Yeah.
college assumption. They
I
weren't doing
study. I
anything.
study only on previous day. It's a teacher of ours, a very favorite teacher of ours. She calls it midnight oil burning. This is exactly what I used to do till I finished degree. Uh,
But I think that doesn't change for us also, no, Bala? Like
Yeah, we
studying a day
pretty much
before.
do the same. So
but
We
you're
do the
but
same
but
shit.
you're burning oil on multiple midnights, Shriram. I'm doing previous night. I'm legit just going previous. Like if you look at me on exam days, right? I'm so obviously there's a very clear lack of sleep unless it's a dead easy subject. And then I get up in the morning and I'm like this. And then before the exam time, someone asked me, I'm like, don't ask me anything. I don't know. I just know I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna write everything mechanically. And when it comes to copying, don't copy by the way. or do whatever. In case you're copying, I at least have like sleek techniques or whatever. And when you and in terms of copying, I just show them the paper. I don't write. I
Oh,
don't
he's a
tell people.
charity guy, guys.
You know this guy doesn't copy. You can just see.
What is
I
there to
copy.
copy in BCom, man? That I want to know. Like, what do you
When
want
you
to
when you
copy?
haven't
Come on.
even studied what you're supposed to study, so you just ask the person ahead and then they go write like paper. I don't wanna tell what I did in my board Sanskrit because that's a serious paper at least.
What world is he living in?
Yeah,
What?
we
Seriously.
don't
I don't
relate
think
to
so I've
this.
copied in my degree actually. Because I
Sad
don't
for
really know
you.
how to copy. I'm too bad at it. I
Yeah. Have
I
you? Okay.
probably
What is your
get
favorite?
caught.
What is your favorite? Before we end this, do you guys have a favorite copying story, like a crazy method you've
Okay.
used or something?
Yeah, I do have one, okay. Once in like 10th grade Sanskrit exam, all my classmates got above 35.
Yeah.
All of them. Because two of us studied. And
Nice.
everyone's like, two,
Yeah.
one. My background is bad. You can't see what gestures
I
I'm doing.
know. She
But yeah,
basically, if you go
look at
like
this.
this and then answer.
Yeah, and that's how like the whole class got crazy good marks. But there's a better one. It does not involve me. So basically, I think we're writing social science exam or something. So we're just like, oh my god, we have to finish this stupid long ass paper. So we're just like writing and writing. And it was so quiet, and suddenly there's like a thud sound, okay, like fatak sound came, and everyone's like, bro, what the the teacher caught these two girls passing papers. The slap was so loud, bro.
Love
That
it.
girl had like
Love
these
it.
marks on her face. It was genuinely
Wait.
scary. It was
Oh
so loud.
shit.
It was like, you're randomly sitting in the class and the hydro flask just drops and it's like autumn bomb everywhere. It was the exact moment, except it was the slap. Oh yeah, that was one of the
This was
craziest
your
copying
first school
stories.
before you moved to our school, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was my first school. That was nuts. The slap was so loud. I genuinely can't believe how hard she got hit. Yeah, and that was the last time
Oh, we have
any of
seen
us
some
ever
good
copied
claps.
in
We
that.
have seen
Yeah.
We
some. We
have
have
seen
seen some
some very good
WWE
claps.
moves. We have seen some
Yes.
slaps.
We have seen like
There's a
next
teacher
level
in
shit in our
there's a
class.
teacher in our school. So she just went nuts. So she grabbed this girl's ponytail, table.
God. Oh my God.
We were like, what? How did that
I
happen?
remember I remember from my like primary, school days, like there was a teacher, there was a girl sitting behind me. The teacher had asked us to, this is not a copying story, just
Yeah, I think we
digressing.
just chuck the copying stories. Let's just
Yeah,
tell how
so
teachers hit us. Anyone watching
uh,
from outside India, like teachers hit you?
so yeah, the coming back to the story, what happened was the girl sitting behind me, the teacher had asked us to take out the textbook. So the girl behind me, she had like taken out some other subject textbook and she had kept it. So the mom comes and she's like, "What is this?" She's like, "I haven't bought the textbook." So I'm just sitting there, and then I just turn around. She picks up the bag, which is almost like 2.5 to 3 kilos. She throws it out. She pretty much gives an attitude adjustment to it. WWE fans, if you know what it is.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so she gives an attitude adjustment to it. It pops, so like it just flies over my head and it just pops in front of me, and I'm like, what the? The sound that came,
Yeah.
I was taken aback. I'm like, oh my god, what did
When
I
you
just
said
see?
teacher and asking them stuff to bring, I straight remembered. Did you complete your Hindi classwork and homework?
Oh my god,
Oh,
another
Come out.
classic.
Come out. I
Yeah,
said
I
come out.
said, come out. Yeah,
If you
man,
know,
got
some
that.
people who watch this might
Yeah,
actually get the reference.
yeah.
Yo, it's the greatest shit ever. Anyway, I guess it's time to move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's move on.
So
This is some good
this is
therapy.
about what are your opinions about the recent AI technologies, like which could be related to speech, art? What are your feelings?
Chat GPT, the big thing that's happening right now. everyone
Sponsor
going nuts
us.
about it. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I have seen a lot of like videos and stuff about it, saying it might like even open AI or AI art, that it might take away the jobs and opportunities of people or whatever. But I think as humans we start adapting to like, whatever comes up. Of course, they're like whatever they're saying, it's quite possible that it might replace a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, we'll figure out some or the other way or some new shit to deal with. So I think we will adapt, but of course, we'll. It's. I think it's early to say that it's gonna be either bad, it's completely bad, or completely good. I think
Yeah.
there's always a middle ground to it. So
Yeah, that's right.
I feel
Jolly
like this
Holy,
is the
you
next
have okay. Yeah.
smartphone kind of step, like how
Hmm.
smartphones just made everything which we do day to day life easier.
yeah,
So I think
Yeah.
AI is gonna be that one thing which everyone's gonna just keep spamming it, and eventually we'll end up just using voice commands and shit to do everything.
yeah. The Neuralink, the
Yeah.
That's
Musk,
bullshit, man.
Elon. Yeah, he's saying about the Neuralink that
I
chip
had
will be
this. I
installed in
had this
people.
paragraph in my one of my competitive exams. I had this paragraph which talks about how increased usage of AI and technology is beating the original concept of what was supposed to be technology for humans. That it's taking away your actual brain usage, like to perform tasks. It was supposed to be like an assistance thing, versus it is like spoon feeding pretty much everything to you. So you're not really doing much at all, and it's just doing things for you under your name in essence. But yeah, I mean, I do find it interesting. But like, see, Jolie Holy on Instagram, again, you can follow her. It's everything is on description. On her stories, you might see AI music videos, which some of them are like to the song, they're on beat, they're really nice, and they probably do a better job than the music video that they could shoot, because it depends on stuff like budget and all that. So there is a very good way to use it all, unless, but obviously putting like limiters on it makes sense, because when you're writing like an online exam or online test, or like you're writing something online, if you have full AI assistance, first of all, it's not allowed, which is good, because if I'm doing an essay writing competition and then I just use Chat GPT, like that's just useless. But I feel like if you are able to put limiters on it and use it in a proper way, I guess it can be good. But since we're humans, we're
Well,
always going to mess up stuff, and I feel like we'll overuse things anyway.
well,
So
you
yeah,
told this thing, like essay writing, Chat GPT and stuff. I think that's what it's gonna replace in long term. No, like the idea of
Yeah,
writing an essay for an exam, people are not gonna keep it as a category to test stuff. Is what I feel like. It
yeah.
can
I
be done
mean,
through an AI only. So
I
they'll
feel the
look for some
first,
creative stuff.
I
no,
feel the
of
first
course,
line of jobs that are going to disappear because of AI are content writers or content
Hmm.
yeah.
stuff. People who write things for websites, people who write things for social media, and all of that. The first line of and why am I saying defense? Okay, the first line of
Difference.
jobs that are gonna go are content writers. I think the second line would probably be marketing, social media
Hmm.
in charge, and all of that and stuff. And the third would be artists. And I feel bad for them actually
Yeah,
because art
exactly.
is
Yeah.
definitely tough to create. And a lot of them blame that AI actually uses art from actual artists, but I don't know how
Yeah.
true is that, so I can't really make comments about it.
No,
Although
I mean,
I
it is
love the
art
AI art.
styles. It is art
Yeah,
styles that someone created, which
but
is true, I guess,
no,
technically.
but think about this. No, like if AI is coming with the AI art thing, and people like what AJ told, it might you know put like artists on a threat of not getting an opportunity or anything. I think it might create a category, like AI art is a category and a human art is a category.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's
As
gonna get away. Yeah.
yeah, but it's going to be scary for a lot of artists too because people will
Yeah.
stop
See, with
hiring them
how,
and paying them, but they're going to be like,
yeah.
I'll just pay an AI to make it for me,
So you
and
know
it's going
how
to be
Until a
much
these
faster.
category
businesses
is
are there,
created.
no?
Same quality, much much faster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like as Akash was saying, if you have a limit to it, it's going to work definitely. It's going to be like very helpful. There was this one Instagram comment I saw, and I thought it was pretty interesting. He was like, people were scared when calculators were invented because they
Yeah.
thought it's gonna make people dumber or something, but instead it just helped
Mm.
people get better and faster. So
Yeah.
AI is going to be something like that. It's just going to help humanity
Yeah.
progress
Yeah.
faster and things like
Also,
that. But
sometimes you're not allowed to use calculators at all, which is how I feel like
yeah,
we should do with
exactly.
AI also. Yeah.
So so at the same time it makes sense, but you should also realize an AI is much powerful than a
Mm.
calculator.
Of course, yeah.
That's why it's called artificial intelligence because it
Yep.
can make things, can answer on its own and stuff. So I
Yes.
think it'll be quite interesting to see the progress, but I'm definitely against stuff like using social media through your brain. It's just unnecessary. Like, come on, let's be honest. Why did we have hands
Oh
in the
God,
first place?
if we could use social
It's just
media through our
pointless.
brains, I would have the stupidest shit on my stories sometimes.
Yeah,
The most
exactly. Like
crazy.
inventions in general should help humanity or the environment and things like that. Not scrolling social media through my brain, and it's pointless, it's vain. So yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
you're
it's
giving a very specific example here, like, and you're kind of contradicting yourself. It will make life convenient, right? I mean, instead of
yeah, but
physically
it's not
just
really
opening your
necessary, is
But
phone.
you
it?
gotta do something though, right? Like,
Bro, like
Yeah, it's
if
that
convenience mode, like
example
for
may not be
scrolling also
necessary.
Have you seen
you don't want
Wall-E?
to use your fingers.
You've seen the movie Wall-E, right?
Yeah,
Which one?
It's an animated movie. Like
Wally, yeah.
humans are in outer space, and all of them are fucking and things like that. Yeah, if you depend too much on technology, you will not progress
Yeah.
as a
honestly, I feel that's
species.
just inevitable. I don't think you can put any limiters on how AI is gonna be used
Yeah, I
because
do
it
agree
comes
with it.
in pretty much every form which is digital.
Yeah, it's just too early to predict. At the same time, it is kind of scary what power it holds in the future. So I
It,
guess all we can do is
yeah.
just wait and watch, sort of thing. But yeah, it's
Like
gonna
a
be interesting.
very, like our seventh, eighth standard school statement. We used to get this, no, technology boon or
Boon
bane,
or
and
bane.
at the end, everyone would come would come to a conclusion saying everything depends on humans how they use it. So I
Yeah,
think the
exactly.
cliche, cheesy thing is what comes down to it.
I
Like
mean,
That's the
it's
how
only
we
thing
yeah.
I
are
can
able to
say.
use.
It's at the end of the day that, but it is literally what it is though. Like it's all on how much is legal, how much is accessible, and then how much is your own call. What do you want to do? Because access is still
Yeah.
going to be very tough. Because see, a calculator you'll get in stationery shop, but like for AI, it depends like how affordable it is, how feasible it is to reach
I think
everywhere.
it'll take time, right? Like in 100 years, it might become as accessible
Yeah,
as a calculator is
for
today.
sure.
So
Yeah, 100
in
years
that
is a
sense,
good 100 years is a good frame.
100 is a lot. I think 10 years.
No
I
chance.
mean, I just
We already have access like through
Yeah, even I
phones.
feel it's gonna be quite faster.
You can
No,
literally use
10.
AI
might
through
be,
websites.
I
So
know,
of
but
course.
it's already a
like I'm
thing.
telling, I'm telling an all access thing. Like, see, anyone can get a smartphone now, but I'm just telling like overall reach for it to spread as a universal thing. I feel like it will take time.
I feel not more than 10 years. It's
I think it'll
But
pretty
take
think
more than
about it
100.
10
as
years,
a
but not 100. Like, yeah,
no,
it
like
has to be less.
getting it in, like getting the thing into like a format of culture. Like everyone's using it. Now, like
Yeah.
we are talking about in 10 years, like people who are like active on internet or using smartphones or using technology actively, they might, they might get like, no, it might be accessible to them. But for someone who's not using it like actively, for someone in a rural area who just uses mobile for communication or stuff like that, for them it'll take
Yeah,
higher
I
age.
think
Yeah,
we should
yeah,
consider
but
the
I don't
general
think
public.
so. 100 years It's gonna
No,
be
100
much
is too much.
faster.
100 is too much.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be much
100 as an
faster.
general number is what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
Say,
yeah.
not like a calculated or something.
I think maybe 30, I'd say done
It's gonna
because,
come in
Yeah,
our lifetime though. We're gonna
yeah,
be like 50 and we won't know anything. We'll be the boomers, but yeah.
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 I think we are already the boomers in some way.
I
Like
think,
the
speak for
shit I
yourself,
see.
Yeah,
uncle.
Okay, okay, kiddo.
I'm very aesthetic.
I'm
I
filled
know all
with
the
Riz,
recent
okay.
things.
I'm a
Yeah,
Riz
Yeah,
merchant.
I only
yeah,
listen to
yeah.
Weekend. I'm a
Weekend.
Starboy music kind of a
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I only love
What
cars.
weekend you cringe? I only listen to AI music. Sometimes I just listen to that's all.
Also Avatar is shit. So yeah,
Yeah,
Avatar is shit.
and
that's
What is
screw
Avatar.
Avatar?
you.
Yeah,
There is no passion, there is no vision, there is no
yeah.
there's no
aggression in the
aggression.
movie.
It has no story,
Also,
okay.
also
It
things
has no
like
story. It's
There is no
shit.
fucking in
It's
this
yeah.
so
movie.
stupid,
Also things
bro.
like
And
family and
we have
friends.
to
So
make a
cringe.
separate episode on people trash talking
Yeah.
Avatar. Like how you don't know the behind the scenes of it, okay? And usually I am that annoying person who hates unpopular things.
Yeah, that's true.
X.
Like if
So
Jolie Holly
why
was an
change
NBA
myself in
fan,
another
she'd be a
person?
Pacers fan. That's what Jolie.
I don't know what you mean. But yeah, God, they just want to shit on James Cameron. Actually, it's just sad.
They
Yeah.
won't shit on anyone popular, bro.
That's how
In a few
something's
years,
working.
people will literally be like Messi, not top 10. I don't know why he's in top 10. Even just
Even
because
like
he's the
think
goat.
like going without even going global, just think in our surrounding only like RRR, the Natu Natu song got global
Nachu Nachu,
Golden
as
Globe,
Gerard Taylor
yeah.
would say.
Global
So
Golden.
yeah, yeah,
RR.
whatever. So it got an award, and people are like, it's not the best song. There are a lot other songs,
Bro,
Carnatic songs and Hindustani songs, and
they
of course
they
there are better
convinced a
songs. But
bunch of white people who have zero Indian culture reference
yeah,
to like the song. How the hell is the
yeah,
song not good? Is my question. I mean, honestly, it's
Like,
quite catchy. I like it.
yeah,
It's fun to
and
listen to.
how like music can transcend in a different way to different people. And, like how maybe like there are certain set of songs like Carnatic song, Hindustani songs, people might like, and some may not relate to it. There's nothing wrong with it. So why are people so pissed that Natu Natu got it? It doesn't deserve. It's bullshit. It shouldn't
Who
represent
told that?
India. Lord, like
many
I've
people.
seen how many fucking comments.
In India, there's different types of divides. I don't really want to talk about it, and it's just frankly the most
Yeah,
stupidest thing because I think we should really start seeing things in a more Indian way. You know what? Actually, I'll address this. I don't care. So there's this dude apparently after he got graduated, he pulled up the Karnataka flag and he held the flag. I really want people to understand as a Kannadiga, I'm just saying it's a pride thing. It's not a agenda thing. Like no one is trying to say that we want different nation or anything. We are proper Indians. Like
yeah,
with the hurling of the flag, it's just a state symbol. That's all. It's like if you, any, it's not like why do you have a state flag? It's just because they have certain values which they're representing through a flag. It's not saying that we believe that we are above anything or we are not a part of India. Or we are very Indian. I'm very Indian. We are very patriotic people here. I can't believe I'm having to say this because like it just sounds a bit dumb to me after all they've done for the freedom fight and stuff like that. And people are like, why it's like dividing the country when you have state flag and all. No, it's just that it's a flag for the state. It's like a symbol saying I'm from here, but I'm not saying I'm
Symbolism.
not
That's
from
it.
India. What?
yeah,
It's just symbolism, like
Yeah,
a
it's just
state
showing that
symbol.
because everyone loves their mother tongue. I'm assuming. I mean, I've seen some people who don't, but
No, I
I'm
hate my
assuming.
mother tongue.
Yeah, see, there's some people who love their mother tongue and they just want to show their love for the language. It's not saying that we feel that it is above other languages or not a, it's not a supremacist thing. It's just a thing. So
People
just
people
relax
love
because,
taking things out of context.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
love to do it.
Now, even from a simple statement, what you would have said, right? Like just when you tell, I hate my mother tongue, I could grab this clip, I could put it on Instagram saying this girl is serious. I know because she's my friend and she's telling this
You can
seriously.
just
And then
change the order,
the
right?
whole the
So
whole
Context.
script is flipped because and then now all of a sudden you're just someone who hates her mother tongue. That's just
And
how it
that
is.
and
So
that's gonna
yeah,
come on then out of nowhere.
just like just
okay.
okay. Again, see,
Okay,
I'm more
everything again. Instagram comment section,
yeah.
trash
So
talking.
just please, as Indians, respect what constitution they've taught us or whatever like pledge you're telling in from school time and whatever you're singing in our songs. So learn to integrate all cultures and like as South Indians don't hate other parts of India as North Indians don't hate other parts of India, same with the West and East. We are all literally the same because laws are literally the same over here. So just chill and don't try and moral police everyone because there if you don't
Yeah,
understand
that's very
something
true.
if you don't understand something you can just leave it, you don't even have to comment about it. And since people say if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything. It's okay. We are going to
Con-
talk about
conspiracy
conspiracy
theories.
theories. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah. Okay.
that's a
my love,
great
my love.
topic.
I love that shit.
Look at his face light up.
I just love
He
conspiracy.
goes full Monjulikano.
I just love conspiracy theory, guys. I am into that shit like a lot.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if I have to
what
say
do you
the
guys?
one which
You're an
the one
overthinker.
yeah
Yeah, go on.
the one which messes with my brain the most is the no, I used to feel a bit like with the simulation one I was like it's BS.
Matrix.
But yeah, but with the one more which I found interesting is which I saw in a Sideman Reacts video again, where Vic talks about it's a theory where there's this one person or like one entity who has a bunch of brains in a jar, and our lives are those brains. So we're just living everything out from different persons' POVs, but it's just brains in a jar. One more, obviously, the most like which could be one is the 4D conspiracy theory where aliens are on a higher plane looking
Oh,
down at us.
that's not like really a conspiracy theory. It's just
Yeah.
a hypothesis kind of a thing.
Hypothesis.
Yeah, but
Akaji.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
since until and unless it's like proven or whatever, or like there is some
mathematically it
sort
is
of
proven. No,
connection.
Mm, yeah,
we have
there are many
mathematical.
dimensions and we can see only
Yeah,
three.
Yeah,
actually
So
two and a half
that's not
to be
really a
fair. No, not
controversy.
really
yeah,
3D.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, yeah. To be
I
fair,
have
yeah.
a conspiracy theory on this also, like 2D and 3D kind of a thing. I had heard a story. I think Sandil only had told me about this. So the thing was, I mean, it's like a story. So some country they found two kids whose skin were like of a different color. They were not like human color.
Wow.
Okay. So let me explain. Let me explain. So this is what it was. So when they found them, it was of different color. So as time passed by, they adapted to our like normal human skin color, it seems. So when asked to those kids like how they ended up here, they were like they are from a different dimension or some different planet, whatever. So they say they can see through things. Okay, so it's like 3D is like if there's a cube in front of you, you can only see few corners of the cube, right? You can't see the all the corners of the cube because there's one in the blind spot.
Yeah.
So according to them, they can see complete 3D. That is, they can see every corner of the
Hmm.
cube, but for us, they can't. So
Back
they
again.
bought the idea of, yeah, so they bought the idea of like we are only seeing like 2.5 dimension or whatever. So we don't
Makes
even see
sense.
complete 3D. So those kids were of that. This is again like a completely bollocks conspiracy theory. There are a lot like these.
I
And
I
one
have a
which our
very
boss Kyrie says, no, flat earth. He's
Flat.
a flat earth believer. That's the dumbest fucking shit.
The funniest one I have ever heard is Sam Smith and Adele are the same people.
Oh
That's why they're
yeah,
never seen together. Like this
yeah,
Dream Award
that's
show and stuff. So they're like Sam Smith is just Adele without a
But they
wig,
don't
or
sound the
Adele is
same.
just what?
Yeah,
They don't.
bro.
They don't sound the same.
You've seen Chachi 420.
And both of them have very good vocal
oh my
ranges.
god,
The reason why
Akash.
they're just two same people, just dressing differently.
Uh,
Because they've never seen both Sam Smith and Adele together in an award show. So they're like, Bol diya, the Chachi 420 is happening. That's literally what is the controversial theory. No, what is conspiracy theory? That's pretty
I
funny.
think it's more of a meme than a conspiracy.
Yeah,
There's
it is
there's
more
one
of a
more.
meme, but yeah.
Have you heard about Men in Black?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
The
movie.
alien.
We've seen.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's like this alien thing. I don't quite remember. It's like they're following people who have seen UFO sightings and stuff.
Oh yeah, that
yeah.
UFO
And
sightings.
they have,
Yeah,
UFO
yeah,
sightings is
it's
insane.
about these people who are in like black suits. It said that they belong to this like underground organization or something, and they kind of follow you if you find a UFO sighting. And people have found like footages
bro.
of
Area
these footages, like
51. Area 51 is the biggest conspiracy theory. Then,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, and
AJ,
stuff like this.
there's
I
a
don't quite
documentary on
remember.
this. No, there's a
Yeah, there's a
documentary on
big
this.
ass documentary on
Yeah, there's a
this.
big
Yeah,
ass.
it's kind of
Hrithik Roshan has
interesting.
done it. Hrithik Roshan has acted in it. There's a bloke.
Oh my god! But yeah, that Men in Black thing is kind of cool.
Sorry guys, by the way,
Also,
it's not my own
also the
joke.
one. Wait. Also, the one theory which suggests that aliens helped Egyptians build the pyramids.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that is a good one.
This
That one's kind of
complete.
interesting actually.
This is that history TV after 10 o'clock.
I've
Like
seen
you
it in
see all the.
Oh
BuzzFeed
yeah, I
also, I
remember
guess.
there was a channel called History 18. It's still there
Yeah,
probably,
It's
but
still there,
it's
fam.
there. It's there. It's not
yeah,
dead.
There was, it seems.
yeah.
It's
For me,
there.
it's a thing of past, but that was
Bro, the
amazing. I
Yeah.
used
way
to see it a
Shriram
lot.
started with
I.
the documentary, right? Hrithik Roshan is doing
And the whole
By the way,
Illuminati thing.
it's
oh,
not my joke, guys.
Illuminati.
It's not my joke. It's from a stand-up comedian. I just
I
used
know,
it.
but guys, as I said, we're recording this at midnight, and this is when it is the stupidest shit. Also, I can sit and laugh. Om.
Om. That's the greatest conspiracy theory existing out there.
Okay, so yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
with Om and conspiracy theory, that's what I said. The sound of a sun is a million ohms. There is one more.
million ohms.
Yeah.
Actually, I would like to sit for one whole episode about conspiracy theories rather than
Yeah,
just, a bit about it.
we'll do one on conspiracy theory. We'll do one on crime. So yeah, we will get to those eventually.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. Now that we have covered the three topics, controversial food opinions.
Opinions.
I have one.
Controversial.
I think it's illegal to eat jamun with ice cream. People should not do that.
Why?
Okay.
Wow,
I don't know.
Bala
I think it
is
tastes pretty bad.
emotional.
Oh my
That's
god.
a choice, I think. So I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's bad.
Can you call it a controversy?
Oh, I have one.
I
I have a
Yeah, I'm
controversial
hitting on
food
a very
opinion.
popular
even I have.
combination.
Mine is very common. You guys also know. I can have ketchup with anything, pretty much. I can
Oh,
eat ketchup day in and day
I
out.
think you should team up with my niece who eats ketchup for lunch.
Yeah, I can. I
Yeah.
can eat ketchup. Like I can eat
Nice.
ketchup with
Ketchup with
anything,
lunch.
pretty much.
Ketchup
I
as
Rice,
do
lunch.
realize she's like 7, right?
ketchup with
I know.
Yeah,
Ketchup
rice,
as
you
ketchup
should.
with
lunch.
idli,
She literally
ketchup
takes
with
a bowl
dosa,
and then she
whatever.
puts
Anything.
ketchup in it, and then she just eats the ketchup, nothing else.
Okay, that's
That's
bit wild.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like Nutella. Okay,
She takes
or
like
Nutella.
You
5
chill.
French fries, and then she
Okay.
puts like the ketchup which is suitable for like 50, and then she eats the fries, and then she sits and eats the ketchup.
Yeah, that's me again.
Oh,
I can do that.
I think this is where mine and Yashiv's friendship could have really ended when we were on a trip and he put ketchup in
Oh
curd, and I
yeah,
was like,
I was
Oh my
what's
god.
your
about.
problem?
Ketchup in? Ketchup
Ketchup
in?
in curd.
Coca-Cola.
Ketchup in curd. Ketchup
Also
in
in
curd.
Coca-Cola. You
Coca-Cola,
tried
no.
ketchup.
Coca-Cola, I put everything. So I've done one with Sprite, Fanta, pickle, and salt.
Yeah, this eat pickle with anything, guys. He'll eat with idli.
Even me.
He'll just eat raw pickle also. This guy
Yeah.
Me
is
also.
he's a proper drunkard.
Before we
Like
before we
can eat
were
pickle.
before we were recording, I was eating mango pickle.
I like pickles too.
I'm not a drunkard, man. Yeah, it's haram, guys. I don't drink.
Haram,
Also,
guys.
Yeah.
my brother would eat curd with puliyogre.
Yeah, I can too. I love curd
I've
also.
seen people
By
do.
the way.
I think who I've seen
It
people
just
do this.
ruins
Yeah.
the whole flavor.
I don't
See,
like puliyogre by the way.
curd is interesting because it adds a texture. Like it takes if some things are too
Very true.
salty, it takes it away. Like sometimes when you have vegetable bath and maybe the masala is a bit too much, then curd is like
Curd is
beautiful.
good with a lot of things, but it's just not good with puliyogre.
Yeah, like I
I
wouldn't put
love
it
curd
with.
with chutney pudis. I love curd with chutney pudis,
That's
guys.
But
It's
that's
a that's
common.
a
amazing.
that's a
Even I love
common
it.
thing.
Amazing. Yeah, it's a amazing thing. I
Oh,
can eat
you know what?
anything.
With February 14th coming about, this is my unpopular opinion, or maybe I think this might come after 14th. Red velvet cake is ass, but I don't like it.
What?
I don't
What?
like it.
I love red velvet. I love red velvet.
Actually, I like it, but I can have like 4 bites and then I'll be done. I can't eat more.
I'm spitting out the
I
first bite. I don't like I don't like red velvet cake. It's ass.
I love red velvet. And one more, which you guys hate me for, the green color lace. I can't.
Oh yeah.
This guy can't have
I think
green
it's
lace.
nice.
If
I
anyone
think it's
hates
nice.
green lace, you gotta reevaluate
And don't
things
follow
your
at
way.
Yashiv Y2B if you don't like it.
Yeah,
You can
mostly.
stay away.
Yep.
Wow.
You can follow me, guys. You can follow me because I don't like green lace.
At Shriram PK you can follow. Yes.
People who like go report his account.
I
Starting
think
with
green
us.
lace is probably one of the best lace. It's
Yeah.
too good.
I think for me
Amazing
blue
color.
because I'm Indian. Feeling proud
I
Indian
love
army.
I
That's
love
my
every other lace. Okay, like orange, red, blue, whatever that exists.
see this
Yellow also.
tomato, the tangy
Normal.
shit who likes one.
I
You
love it. I love
he
tangy.
likes salted more than green.
That's so
Can you
Yeah,
tacky,
any
believe
man.
day,
that?
That's so
any day.
That's just
tacky.
wrong. That's a
Nah,
wrong
PK,
opinion.
you're
It
gonna
can't
get
be
the
an
podcast.
opinion.
You're gonna get this. You're gonna get the podcast cancelled, bro. Man said
I
salt.
don't like fam. I've eaten once and I've just puked
Wait,
after it, so
I
it's
also
never
have a
gonna.
controversial opinion on a fruit. I hate watermelon.
What?
What are you?
What?
Why?
Yeah, what?
Why
Hate
I don't like
watermelon?
watermelon.
watermelon.
They have
I don't
some
like
bad
watermelon.
memory attached with it or some shit.
No,
Then
no, I just don't like it. I like,
you're
Okay.
if I had to choose between
Bro, how do
summer
you break
fruits,
Shivratri fast
pineapple
and
or
all,
mint.
bro?
I mean, I'll
Yeah.
eat, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'll just have
Okay.
two,
In
three
that
pieces.
case,
That's
I
it.
also have a lot. Like I can't eat puliyogre much. I mean, it's not like I haven't eaten, but I avoid
Me
puliyogre.
and
Do you want to
Shriram
repeat
are
once more
not
so that
enemies
people
right
really
now
get to know that you don't
because
like
I
puliyogre?
love puliyogre. I will eat everyone's box if they've got puliyogre. I love it so
Oh,
much.
you can come to my place,
I used
guys.
to
My
really
mom
like
loves to
puliyogre.
make
Yes,
puliyogre. Okay.
I love puliyogre.
I love
It's my
puliyogre.
favorite top one rice dish.
I think mine is mutton biryani. I like mutton biryani.
All the three
Uh,
of us are vegetarians except you, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like anyone else has ever touched non-veg food here. Like, never they've had. Like, I thought don't know only. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
We
yep.
don't know, guys.
yeah. So yeah,
Mm.
these ones controversial food opinions wise.
And
Yeah,
one
red
more,
velvet.
let
Yeah.
me just add one more controversial food opinions. Of course, I haven't tried this, but it's a classic for all Kannadigas. They would know if you're a movie buff. Pani puri with maza, the puri with maza.
Oh,
I've never tried.
I I
Never. I
hypothetically
don't think
puked.
I'll ever do it too. Like,
I wouldn't.
Why?
And one more,
Who
and
wouldn't
one more,
dare?
even worse than that, Ragi mudde with tea.
What are you
What?
saying? These are not controversial. These are cursed.
These are gross. These are gross opinions.
It's
Chocolate dosa,
if you are a
chocolate
movie buff, you know what I'm talking
Maggie.
about. Like
Yeah, these are
Disturbing
cursed.
as.
chocolate with Maggie. Oh my god.
Dosa chocolate.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Bro,
No,
this
I
is
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know
almost.
now
this.
I remember, bro. I had seen a video where a dude like cooks Maggie, like boiling Coca-Cola and Pepsi. I
And I've seen this
lost
one.
my.
I think this one scarred me for life, where they made a bonda using jamun.
Oh my god.
Bro, those ice cream dosas itself are like gross as hell. Like,
God damn. Who eats
And
ice cream?
once my mom
Please
had
don't
got
kill
this,
those
okay?
house guys.
Listen,
I
my
beg you.
mom had got this. It was deep fried pineapple.
Ah, okay. I think I've heard about this.
Okay. I think that is eatable,
ಹೆಂಗೆ
but
yeah,
ಆಲೂಗಡ್ಡೆನ
but yeah, like you,
ಅದು
I see a
ವಡ ಥರ
scent.
ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ
Huh.
Yeah.
ಆ ಥರ ಪೈನಾಪಲ್ನ ಕಡಲೆ ಹಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು.
Oh
Yeah. I think I've heard.
no. Oh no.
So
Wow.
bad.
Okay.
It
Wait,
was so
there's one
bad.
dish from Mangalore. No, what is it called? I don't think it's this, but it's
I
something
Patrode.
hope.
similar. I think Patrade. Yeah, Patrade. Yeah,
Hey,
Patrade.
patrode is nice, man.
Yeah, that
I
is
mean, I
not
don't know
like
exactly, but yeah.
That's
this is
amazing. Patrode is a
scandalous, bro.
great food.
Bala, do you have any?
Don't shit on patrode.
uh,
No, I'm
I
not.
would say mixing cereal with ketchup.
What is that?
I haven't done that, so I don't know.
Oh my God, nah, you know what?
You,
I feel like this is
No,
gonna
I
scar
don't.
me.
I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
I know, I get it, I get
I'm
it,
against it.
I get it. And this is a very cliche one, but yeah, this pineapple on pizza thing doesn't even
Oh
make
I
yeah.
sense to
don't know
me.
that. I don't know.
There are
I
people
haven't
who
done
like
it,
it
but
though.
It
So
doesn't go. It
yeah.
doesn't. I know people who really like it a
I'm
lot.
fully against pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, this chocolate pizza thing, bro. Pizza, it's
Oh, what?
it. Please give.
Chocolate pizza.
Yeah,
Is that a
like
thing?
just
Oh my
yeah, it
god.
is. Like just don't do all this. Just put normal toppings. Like sabka. Who don't make everything kashla shit, man.
some things are not meant to be mixed together. Just don't do it. This is not your
Yeah,
science fair
like
project or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Eat no
Please,
a bit
and also
normal.
don't do like some horrible experiments with Maggie also, guys. Please don't cook it in
Oh
Coca-Cola or some
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, like it's
Please don't
just,
do
but
that.
it's like it's liver murder, bro. Like, what are
Like,
you
first of all,
doing?
Maggie is only unhealthy.
Kidney
We eat
murder,
it
I mean.
because it's just like it's just because we love it, but it's unhealthy. But still, we eat it. Now you're putting it in Coca-Cola, boiling it. What's wrong with you? Like, please don't do that.
You know what? We're gonna close off with a
Our
topic
last
which we
topic.
have had much to talk about before, also.
And by the way, this can also become one separate episode.
Yeah, reality TV shows.
So
Madness.
I
It's
can go
an
on and on and
absolute
on.
bro. Like
Ah,
every month, especially in India, different languages, we get all sorts of different memes, even from back in the day. Like recently, everyone's been watching that Nikhil Chanappa meme from so long back.
Oof, oof, oof.
Intensity. Like
Intensity.
you
So
got
aggressive.
Indian international players recreating the meme as well. It was very funny though.
Yeah.
But
Roadies, man.
Wait, I wanna say this one thing. Like that show Kannadati was there, no? Colors Kannadali ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
Yeah,
It ended,
yeah.
okay. Yesterday
Oh,
it
it did.
ended.
oh,
Oh, very
After
good.
oh,
800 episodes. I'm like, damn, that was so close to One Piece. But
One
yeah,
Piece.
800 episodes,
Naruto
they're
kina
finished.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ.
And
So,
just
one
exactly
thing that
Naruto.
caught my attention was actually, so the story, they drag it as hell, as you know. So basically,
Yeah.
the villain does the same things like 1,000 times, and the heroine's like, it's okay, I'll be a better person and she'll forgive. That's the whole plot, right? So this
Yeah.
happened for like 798 episodes, the same thing. But last two episodes,
Hmm.
the heroine takes revenge on the villain suddenly becomes nice in two episodes. Basically, in 40 minutes, the villain became the nicest person there is.
Wow.
And
This is
It
what you
didn't run
one
out
call
character
of
in
budget.
exactly,
There's this one
exactly.
character in
That's
Kannada.
possible.
She basically liked the hero, but the hero liked her best friend. Okay. So
Yeah,
this lady
yeah,
was
no worries.
obsessed with the hero. And she literally calls him her hero, which
The
makes him more
hero, yeah,
cringe.
yeah, that's true.
I like how he knows, bro. You can't believe I've actually sat and saw the episodes. Okay, so this is what happens. She has a mental disorder where she's obsessed with him. So she does absolutely everything that is possible to get him. She's like, I'll murder his wife. I'll get them divorced by getting their signature on a random paper and then editing it in the divorce papers and then taking to the lawyer.
Editing.
And then
Not
then
like you're gonna
then
be in
her,
their
her next
presence.
plan is her next plan is to fake pregnancy and then killing someone else. She does whatever sins known to humanity to get the boy. Okay, she does this from the episode 1 to 799. In the
Wow.
last episodes, she's like, no, I learned in 20 minutes that all these things I've done, 59 attempted murders, 500 attempted robberies, and fraud is wrong. From today, I
Wow.
will be nice person.
Death Note
That's
if
how
it
the
was
show
made
ends.
in Chickpete, this is what.
Yeah, this is how it would be. Light
I
realizing it.
finished
Yeah.
the whole serial, which I had dragged for 700 and I don't know, random episodes in like Fatak. It was very fascinating.
My favorite one was Lakshmi Baramma. When they changed to the third Lakshmi,
Oh,
I lost interest. I'm like, nah. The second Lakshmi was the OG. You betrayed us. I'm done.
Chinnu alva.
Uh,
oh my God.
Chinnu, yeah, that's Chinnu. Gombe is go. क्या कर दिया
No,
है?
Chinnu is the
They
other
just
one.
bought
Gombe
like
is that girl, bro. Gombe is Lakshmi. Sorry,
Gumbe.
Gombe is Lakshmi. What is Gombe actually?
Gombe is
Gumbe.
Lakshmi. Yeah.
Gumbe is a girl's
Hey,
name.
Gombe
Gombe
is
is the
the
other one, sorry.
Gombe is the other one. Chinnu is Lakshmi.
Chinnu is the correct one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gumbe,
Why
Lakshmi
don't
Chinnu,
Baramma,
Chandu. What the fuck is going on?
Baramma.
What is this?
What a serial. Bala, you haven't missed out on anything, bro. It's totally fine because this is just murder.
I
It's
can
not a
see.
joke, bro. It's not a joke.
One thing I know, which like all of us united we can tell is Nagini, which has been dubbed in all languages.
Uh,
It's in Tamil,
that's, yeah.
Kannada, Telugu,
Kannada,
everything. It's the
Hindi,
same.
whatever you open, there is a Nagin show. Yeah.
I can't. Bro, wait. Agni Sakshi has to be the
Agni
craziest
Sakshi,
one.
yeah.
She
Yeah.
is close to catching Chandrika like I don't know, a billion times. I think a billion is less. She's like Chandrika na nani with the hiditi, and then she never catches Chandrika.
That's her.
Like, and it's not like Chandrika is a very good villain or something. She's not. She's very stupid and she makes a lot of mistakes. It's just that Sannidhi is
Sannidhi
just
is a
I don't know,
stupid idiot.
Yeah.
so dumb. And her husband,
You know, there was a show which was like before Kabir
Bro,
Singh or
wait a
before Arjun
second.
Reddy. It was that.
We are going to serials. We are supposed to talk about
Yeah,
reality
yeah,
shows.
yeah. But I want
Like
to
talk about
mention
roadies.
before Arjun Reddy or before Kabir Singh, there was a show which was made. It was Ashwini Nakshatra.
And they,
hey, that
and
And they,
they,
and they, who
do
the
your
fuck
best.
calls their wife?
And they. So guys, in Kannada, Henty means wife, and then he
Wife,
calls his
yeah,
wife, and
as
the
wife. And
wife.
who the fuck does who the fuck does that?
Me pulling up to my
Yeah,
home tomorrow. Sister.
sister, tangi, akka.
Akka. Bro, Akka, Amma,
man,
Appa, and all fine.
and
And
there
Then
was this
think like I'm coming to Bala's place and it's like Snehita, Snehita.
I think I think the most bizarre moment I've seen in television was there was this show called Thapki Pyar Ki, okay?
That's a Hindi show, I
I
know that.
remember. I
It,
remember
Yeah.
the theme song.
so the
Amazing.
basically Thapki can't spell the word th or something like that, okay? So amazing
Okay.
plot. Inclusive. They're being inclusive, okay? So yeah, and in one episode,
Snehita.
a gorilla kidnaps her. Basically,
Wow.
the plot of King Kong, okay? Except it's this really cheap ass polyester suit of gorilla. It's so
Yeah.
bad. And
Uh,
it's holding her like this and it comes and it's like, I love her, so I'm going to take her. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah,
like to,
yeah.
and there was one called Makhi or something, right?
Makhi.
No,
Monkey.
Sasural Simarka, I think. In that she becomes a ant. No, she becomes a housefly.
Fly, fly, fly.
Bro, no,
In every show
that's
is a
scary,
different
man.
level.
Yeah.
It's
That's
crazy,
before
it's crazy.
Rajamouli.
Also, the OG
Before he
Gopi
made
Bahu,
Ega.
let's not forget her. Honorable mention.
Guys,
Lockdown
Rashmi,
we're
jokes.
going into
Joseph,
serials now.
Yeah,
We need to
exactly.
talk
Kokila.
about TV
Bro,
shows,
like,
Kokila
reality TV
Ben.
shows.
Kokila Ben is amazing though. I love her.
yeah, I know. So in terms of reality show, I think we can all agree, right, that Big Boss is the biggest one in India, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And for
Yeah.
all the
Pooja.
youths, guys, the
Justice
biggest one
Devaria.
is the Splitsvilla.
Oh,
Splitsvilla. If you
Splitsville.
don't know Splitsvilla, you
Bro, like
just can't talk
I
to us.
remember talking I remember talking to PK about that Love Island knockoff, Love School.
Love
So
school loves. Oh my god, that's
bro,
another
you
Hey,
know
how do
how
you
fucking.
I
remember
huh?
Khatron Ke Khiladi?
Of course.
Khatron Ke
Yeah.
Khiladi is still cool. I mean,
You
it's
know
But
not
I
what? That
feel
was
like they're
Nice.
fine.
doing stuff. Yeah,
That
exactly.
was that was
Nice.
fine.
Yeah.
that was fine. If you have seen Splitsvilla, guys, then you
I
are
haven't
on a
seen.
different like dimension. I've seen one whole season, okay, and after that, I was like,
Oh,
okay, let's get. It's
You
not
know what?
happening.
There was a phase when you liked that show. I remember.
Yeah, that's why
yeah.
I'm saying. Why do you
Again,
think I
Man,
letting
watched
you
one whole
go.
season?
we
Exactly.
saw a whole
That's what
season.
I have seen like Roadies 2 seasons and I've seen Splitsvilla 1 season, and then I'm like, okay, my brain is gonna,
You know what?
malfunction after this.
This was a very crazy thing. So this Love School, how I ran into Love School, and I was like, I lost a
Akash only
remote.
has seen Love School, by the way.
Yeah,
I haven't seen.
I lost the remote. Okay, I lost my remote somewhere in my old place, and the set-top box. So I was like literally randomly scrolling through channels. Someone called. I lost my remote somewhere. It was actually like below the couch. There was like a gap. It had fallen over there. I didn't look for it there. Everywhere else I looked. I'm like, I've lost the remote. And the one channel running is MTV, and Love School is running on it. Okay, and then at one point of time, I was like, I'm giving up. Let me sit and watch what it is. Okay, it is such a pure, like, it's such a shit version of Love Island, and I was like, okay, I'll just sit and watch. And then what
People
happens?
are
Okay,
ugly.
yeah, okay, no, I'm not gonna comment on anything like that. So there's this one girl, okay. I remember I forgot her name. So this girl, obviously, but I remember like most of their faces. Indian Matchmaking 2 comes in 2022 in Netflix. This girl is getting married to one of the guys. I'm like, bro, kidhar to dekha hai, bro. I'm like, I know for sure I've seen the face. And then I told my sister, I was like, again, I had the Leonardo DiCaprio moment. I was like, shh, I know, I know, uh, I've seen this one. And then my sister, like, I asked her to check, and then she checked. She's like, "What were you doing? Why, and how do you know this?" I'm like, bro, I swear I've seen. I lost my brain, bro. Like, it's just crazy.
Akash, you remember when I was watching Splitsville, of course, you were also like not
Yeah,
actively
because
watching it,
of
but you were
yeah,
there
I
was,
knew what is
because
going
that
on.
was the
Yeah.
season where because that was the season where Samyukta Hegde, Kannada actress,
Oh
she had
yeah,
come into Splitsvilla.
yeah.
So and she was with this guy called, I think his name was Shagun or something,
Shagun.
who was a Punjabi dude, yeah. And
Yeah,
he spoke like a single line in Kannada, and it was fucking big deal back then for us. He was like,
yeah.
Kannadದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬ. Like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing that can happen to mankind.
We
So
love
me,
validation like this.
yeah, like I love that validation. I'm like, okay, Shagun is our guy now. No other
He has to
fucker is
win the
gonna win this.
competition.
Yeah, it's like full nuts we went down. The amount of time waste I've done on Splitsvilla, like for that one whole season, is just insane. It's
Bala,
too bad.
what is the most amount of reality show you've ever seen? I think even because you were with us, you had to watch Big Boss a little in Chandrasekhar's place now.
I've seen sometimes like the Hindi Big Boss mainly.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
I it's I mean if you're jobless, that's the show. That's the perfect show to
yeah.
just waste time. But yeah, recently I haven't seen Any reality
Recently,
shows?
reality show I haven't
I've seen
watched.
Kannada Big
Yeah.
Boss like when it started a lot. Like when that started, I'd seen a lot. Like 1 or 2 seasons I binged properly.
Yeah.
Every day I used to
And
watch.
honestly, it wasn't bad actually.
Yeah,
First
it's
two
nice.
seasons, yeah, I would say. And
I
after
if
that, I
recently, like because of some YouTubers, because of their reaction video, I've seen like Love Island or stuff like that from their like Villainies Reacts channel and all.
I'd
It's like
seen Tanmay Bhatt's video from what was that? Super Duda. Like there was one show. I don't know this, but
yeah,
it used to
super
come.
dude.
Oh no, I love
Super
the
Oh,
one.
Dude.
I love the one where they exchange babies and Rocky Sound.
Oh man. Wait,
oh.
that's not Super Dude. I think that's different.
No,
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 that's
that's
a
not.
different
That's my
one.
favorite.
That's
That's a
the
That's
different
my
different
show.
one.
It's
favorite.
No, my
that
favorite
is
from Tanmay
some
Bus channel,
mad.
which you saw seen was Emotional Atyachar, bro. There's no close
Oh my
second.
god, emotional Atyachar. Oh, fucking
Oh, the
amazing. That
one
is
where they spy on
cheating,
people,
cheat.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
cheating. We're cheating
The
detectors or some bullshit
favorite
like that.
moment is when they show the bullet cam is like bullet cam Surya and then they go
सूझ गया
इसको mums हो गया mums.
Mums. Man,
God, that's very true.
that's too
and then
good.
and
Yeah.
then KV goes हर बच्चा क्यूट लगता था उसके बाद not KV when Rahul Subramaniam goes हर बच्चा क्यूट लगता था उसके बाद
Mums.
bro.
Hey, Rahul Jaroji, man.
And then
Yeah.
the Rahul Subramaniam, one more goated moment where he goes, because of the guy, he's like, number de dala. The narrator goes and he's like, kya boy, number de
Oh,
dala boy.
why?
Because he had
Then
Japanese
there's one more
Mawali.
scene. Then there's one more thing where he says, आज हम दिखाएंगे सोनिया को बल्कि. It's like bulky. What? Then it's like Hindi bulky. That's
But
fun.
Balki is such a funny word.
Bulky. I didn't heard that word like for a while. Bulky.
I remember the one episode where they have this girl called Reshma. I think she's clearly just an actor, okay? And I've seen her in multiple Crime
Everyone's an
Patrol.
actor,
I've
Akash.
seen her in multiple Crime Patrol episodes also, where she
Oh,
just
Crime
goes,
Patrol, guys. Yeah, that's
yeah,
another.
yeah, but that's a show, right? So now this
Yeah.
one, in this Emotional Atyachar, which is supposed to be reality TV. So then in that, what happens is this guy who she is with, he in every stress situation, he just sits off. इधर भी he'll just sit down. He's been talking
Just
about there. He's like,
आज
ये
बैठ
फिर से
जाएंगे
बैठ
बैठ.
गया bro.
Wait, for Crime Patrol, it reminded me of like that one. I think it was Biswa Kalyan's stand-up comedy. He's talking about like how Crime Patrol and CID, they're like their whole concept is based on victim blaming.
That's
Like
Abhishek
there are
Upmanyu, not Biswa. It's Abhishek
yeah, okay,
Upmanyu.
okay,
Yeah.
sorry. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, Abhishek, correct. And
Yeah.
he's just like तू मर्डर हुआ तेरा प्रॉब्लम है तू गर्दन लेके क्यों घूम रहा
तो
था
गर्दन लेके क्यों घूम रहा है? अगर मर्डरर है तो काटेगा ही ना. तू गर्दन लेके क्यों घूम रहा है यार?
It's
That's
like the
fun.
whole show is based on like victim blaming. They're like you get hit by a car, you're walking. They're like तू चल क्यों रहा था तेरी गलती है. It's just like
Yeah,
yeah, I
सतर्क
think
रहिए,
that's pretty
सावधान
funny
रहिए.
actually. Yeah. It's
Bro,
like
By
beautiful.
the way,
गर्दन लेके
CID,
क्यों घूम
dude.
रहा है वो तो तेरा प्रॉब्लम है. That was very
Dude,
funny actually.
CID is another goat show, guys. I've
CIDX
seen like
Fear
binge
Files,
watch
CIDX Fear
Fear
Files collab.
Files, collab, man. Like there were those
CID,
CID episodes where they used
I've
to make
seen
it
Fear
horror.
some
Files
episodes of
music is
CID.
creepy as hell, man. Fear Files
Yeah.
music is creepy.
AJ, you
Fear
haven't
Flies,
seen any
Fear
horror shows
Files.
from Hindi?
Ahat.
Like
Oh
Art.
my
Oh my god,
days.
Art.
Hey yo, shut
Dude,
up. There's like a window right when we're recording this at
The name
Art.
itself is so
2
scary.
o'clock.
There was one more show, okay? It was like horror comedy a little bit.
कोई है. I think it's called
कोई
कोई
है.
है.
This was horror comedy. I think its name was Vikrant Ghabral, something like that. It was. You remember that?
Something like that.
Like there was a dwarf dude, and there was one like they made a cool dude.
Vikram Betal
who
sort
was,
of based.
yeah, something like that. Vikral
Yeah, I don't
Ghabral,
remember.
something like that. It was. Yeah, it was very
Yo,
like.
Vikram
Oh my
Betal is an old Hindi serial as well. There's one Vikram Betal in old Hindi one. Banger. It's very nice. I actually really like it. It's
But I
scary,
loved
obviously.
horror genre from like whenever like horror these shows they used to make more. I used to shit myself. I still shit myself to an
Yeah.
extent, but yeah. So when I was a kid and all, every day 11 o'clock some night it used to come, right? with my mom. Like, of course, she didn't give too far, but I am being a very fattu kid. I used to sit with her, watch one episode, couldn't sleep. Then morning, this incident happened. So my mom used to go for walk in the morning, like at 6 o'clock. So 6 to 6:30 or 6:45, she used to go, and she used to lock the door and she used to go because I would be sleeping.
Yeah.
Once what happened, I woke up at like what 6:30, and of course, in my home I'm alone. I'm probably 7 or 8 years old, and I shat myself. I'm like, no one's at home. My mom hasn't come. I see the time. I misread the time. It was 6:30. I thought it's 7:30. I'm supposed to leave by now to the
Yeah.
school. My mom hasn't come, and I'm like, I lost my. I started banging the door like full crazy. I used to live in an apartment. I
Okay.
started banging the fucking door. Everyone around, like in that apartment woke up and they're like, what the fuck happened to this kid? Like, did some actual crazy shit happen? And like in 15-20 minutes, my mom arrives. Like, there are 10-15 people in front of my house, and they're like, your kid is like, banging the door. Some shit has happened. My mom loses her
I used
mind.
to
She
do
opens
this
the
at
door.
my aunt's place as well. When I used to get
And
locked in the bathroom, I saw okay, that Kannada movie, which is supposed to be a horror,
yeah.
like then thriller movie. I saw this movie and then I got scared. Then next
When
day
I
in the
was very
morning,
scared.
after like I was showering, and then the door got closed.
Oh,
Instead of closing the bathroom door, banging on the bathroom door and calling my Dadama, I started screaming from the window. I was like, help! Yeah, I don't know, auntie, yelling. Door number,
the
this.
same shit, fam. The same shit. I banged this door so bad, and my mom comes and she opens the door. I'm sitting there wrapped in a small shawl, and I'm sitting and I'm saying, why did you come late? And then my mom is like, why did I, like, why is he my child? That was her expression. And then
Well,
everyone's, they come into the house and they're like, what happened? And they see like there's nothing wrong. It's not like I'm injured or some shit. It's just that I'm scared. And after that, the embarrassment for my mom was just
like
insane.
this mother, and then she must have lost her interest from walking also because of your dumbass.
And I was so scared that day. I think it's a part of my core memory right now. I have a lot of embarrassing stories. Of course,
Yeah.
you know a lot,
Yeah, let's not
disgusting
hear
ones
about the
also.
best one.
Yeah,
Oh,
the best
no.
one probably I wouldn't say
That's
to
why
him.
when you that's
I
why when
mean,
you said that's why when you said you shat yourself, I'm like, oh.
We know how it
the,
ends.
the best one probably would never come on the online thing.
Public.
Hopefully,
Maybe
public,
after
yeah.
1 mil subscribers special.
Yeah, 1
Hey,
million
now that's
Yeah.
when the
subscribers.
stakes are high. You
Yeah.
can you might
Nah,
get three strikes at once. Let's not do it.
yeah, get
Like,
into a whole
yeah,
lot of
but
shit. So
amazing
yeah.
shit.
Anyway, guys,
Uh,
we've covered which like topics which we would talk from. There was a lot of repetition, but I feel like people wanted to listen to what we said. If you want to do that, you have the playlist of the podcast and with mainly topics
yeah,
in there, so you can go and watch related to that. Somewhat of topic specific ones will come since I told the crime one or the conspiracy theory
the
one. Maybe might
conspiracy
be one
one.
more things
And
like
even the
these.
reality TV shows, we can make one on that as
Yeah,
well. Like only
or just
reality
TV
TV
shows
shows.
in general. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like this will come out. And anyway, guys, thanks for
Stay
watching.
tuned.
Thank
And
you for wasting your time on us.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we
good night,
We
Shaba
appreciate it.
Kher,
get married.
Kailash Kher.
Here, wish you a happy married life.
Happy
Alright.
Sankranti also.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy Sankranti. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy Christmas and Merry New Year.